Professor Melly Mail, the Hood Postman, you know that vibe. So who I'm here with today?
Luther Keith Jr., Big Boo, intervention worker, watch Compton, didn't bang him, but I know one thing, scared of my mama and daddy, I'm gonna put you in check when you got a line. It's 2021.
So tell me, where did you grow up, Boo?
Grew up over in Front Hood, right there on 130th from Wilmington, with the El Segundo, Willowbrook Centennial, with the Southern University, because I played that baseball.
Okay, so before we go any further, so who we have right here? This is a young lady that works with you as well, right?
That's my road dog, the queen, out of Mona, Tanya. She handled the business. She put him in check. Believe me, she was a rover like me. We hit all the parts.
And she goes downtown LA as well?
Oh, she do it.
What got you guys interested in this work?
Trying to save lives. You know, grew up in the hood. You know what I'm saying? I didn't bang. I didn't put no pistol in my pocket. I didn't care to sell no dope. I'm here to do God's work. You know, grew up in the hood, have respect from every neighborhood.
How was you able to avoid all the front hood stuff, though, man? Because you grew up right there on 130 what?
130 from Wilmington, right by Mr. Freeman's.
That's in the heart.
Right there in the heart.
How did you avoid all that, Boo?
Because my mama and daddy, because I had my mother and my father putting that leather on me, and I had the babysitters to watch us, and then sports kept me out of trouble. Little League baseball and power of football. That's how I avoided all that.
So it seemed like this mission you got has been your passion.
It's been my passion, boy, ever since I come out. When I tried out with the Cardinals, the Phillies, baseball.
So you actually tied out for a professional team?
Yes, I tried out with the Phillies. I went to St. Louis Cardinals, down in St. Petersburg, Florida. Went to Mexico. Tried out with Gerald Thomas, the independent team, up there in Reno, Nevada.
And what high school did you attend?
Centennial High School, came out in 1981.
And how was that those years there at Centennial? Because you had both Crips and Bloods there. There was a lot of things, moving parts going on during that time. How did you survive it?
Survived by going to practice, going to baseball practice, going to football practice, staying in my lane, minding my own business, going to Gonzales Park. That's where we practiced for baseball. Nobody messed with me on the other side because they knew I played ball. They knew I stayed over in front because of respect. We had our coach was Wesley Shaw. We had a strong baseball team. Compton at that time was strong too, with Carl Nichols and Chris Chapman.
So let me ask you this, Boo. What is the biggest problem you see facing the youth today?
No guidance, no leadership. They got to get off that powder, have respect, pull their britches up, and listen. We triple OGs got to put our smash and get them in line. We got too much young talent out here to play football, basketball, baseball. They need some guidance. You know, when they're running wild, don't want to listen to nobody, they're going to find themselves in the penitentiary down the ground. You got to have that respect.
So are you currently putting together any programs to help institute and instruct and provide guidance?
Getting jobs, doing some talks around the continuation schools or high schools, do's and don'ts. Tell the youngsters to respect their parents because you got a lot of youngsters in group homes, foster homes. You know, so we're trying to keep them right because you got a lot of football players, good football and baseball players out here can do it. You know, they got to stay positive. They got to be around positive folks.
Why do you stay positive?
Because you want to get up out this hood.
That's right. That's
right. Wait a minute. Who we got right here?
Oh, you Mad Doctor. Y'all know me. Y'all know me.
Where did you grow up at, Mad Doctor?
I grew up right here in Compton. Nigga.
Where's right here in Compton, man? Be specific.
What's that? Knopf and the Ramby.
Knopf and the Ramby.
Yeah. I get at you later, though.
Okay.
Peace, everybody.
Okay. Go back, Boo.
Okay.
So, the work that you do in downtown LA, so is it specifically targeted towards downtown LA or is it all over Los Angeles and Compton? Because you are from Compton, so there's a lot of work that needs to be done here in Compton.
I take care of Compton, Watts, Inglewood, Torrance, Lawndale. I go downtown, Skid Row, because you got a lot of folks from Compton and Watts down there sleeping in tents. They need food, they hungry, they need clothes, they need hygiene package. You know, I try to help them out, put a smile on their face. I give them clothes and jackets and food. Try to get them in the halfway houses, get them off the street. Yeah, so they can, you know, feel good about themselves.
How does the city and its administration, in other words, the council members, the mayor, and all these individuals, how do they contribute to what you're doing? Or do they help at all?
I get a lot of support from my Drew League family, because I do security for the Drew League. My classmates that I went to school with from El Segundo, Willowbrook, Southern University. My church, folks that follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and all that. I get support from everybody. The food banks, the churches in our community. Be blessed with me.
Okay. So is that? Do you feel that the city council and the mayorship could do more?
They should do more. I mean, Miss Michelle Chambers, she gave me an award. Came up last year, gave me an award at the park, and I feel Miss Asia and them should help me out. You know, the mayor, city council member and the mayor should be doing a lot, but I got outsiders coming to bless me.
If it was the one thing you could change about the condition of our people, what would that be?
Get them off dope, get them jobs, get them in the halfway houses. You know, get them, pray for them, tell them to keep their heads up, don't get down on yourself. You know, stay focused. We got a lot of folks through this coronavirus is down, hurting themselves and depressed. We know it's hard times right now.
Right.
And you got to keep hope alive. You can't give up.
What is the one thing that will keep these kids from going into gangs, man? You know what I mean? Because we need an intervention as far as a lot of these kids. We're losing a lot of young kids right here in the city of Compton. What can you add to that?
We need to have sports. We need to have after-school programs. The ones who don't play sports, we got to have something to do.
They took all that away from us, boo. Who did that?
Ronald Reagan, 1984. When they took the CETA program from us, took our parks, then all our kids started going to other areas. You know, Gonzalez Park, El Segundo Park. This is baseball. This is a legend. The Dodgers finally fixing up Gonzalez Park. Papa Silas probably turned over his grave. Mike Silas turned their grave. That's a legend park right there. You had Hall of Famers come out that park.
Yes, sir. You had Reggie Smith, Hubie Brooks,
Lonnie Smith.
You got Kenny Landreau,
Roy White. All them cats come out of Gonzalez Park.
Out of that stadium right there.
I don't call it Seabreeze. I call it El Segundo Park. Right there, Compton Avenue, El Segundo. We had a strong baseball program on there. Put that water well over there. You taking away our stuff for the kids to do. Then they go start smoking, they start hanging out, start breaking into people's houses. When you take the park, then our Pot Water program, you got these coaches coming from other areas, take our kids to other schools. And between Centennial, Compton, and Dominguez, it's a powerhouse.
So, based on everything that you see and everything you encounter each day, what are some of the things that you see as essential right now to help advocate for the homeless to become sheltered, food, and just gather the essentials? You know what I mean? What can we start to do to help make that happen? Because
we need to hit these city council members, get these folks that got money, put these folks, we got all this, and get things prepared for the Olympics. We got too many folks sleeping under the freeway, Compton and Watts, all over. We need to get them in place. They got places where they can put them in. But they got sleeping on the track, railroad tracks. They sleeping over there by on Slater under the 105. They sleeping down on Alameda. We got to beautify our city. They sleeping in the parks.
Come on, good.
Yeah. They sleeping in our parks.
Yeah, they got the funky worm going on out here. That's how we do, man. They out here barbecuing on the sidewalk, you know. Professor Belly Bell, the hood post, man, I just pulls up, man, and my people, you see them over there, man. They got the barbecue grill. They got the music going. We got Big Boo right here. Big Boo just got back down from downtown LA, feeding the homeless.
Nation just gave me
Nation
40,
who?
Nation Islam just gave me 40 boxes.
Who are the Southern representatives over there?
Captain Will, Brother Sykes, Brother Joe Muhammad. They all hooked me up with boxes and stuff. And I went down there and blessed the folks downtown, Hawaiian Garden, like one at MacArthur Park. They gave me 5 bags of food. And I was just this morning, started up this morning downtown in front of the Mission, 7th and Crocker.
It's interesting that you mentioned the Nation of Islam, because when it comes to homelessness and people needing to be fed, Islam, Christian, Hare Krishna, Buddha, this is where all these people can come together and can be contributors to homelessness.
The Nation's been hooking it up. They've been blessing me. We did a big thing right here on El Segundo Wilmington by the barbershop. We fed over 1,500 folks. I want to thank Tony Muhammad and his frontline soldiers for blessing me. Then they're going to do it on April the 17th, right there by the park. I'm going to feed over 1,000 folks.
So if somebody wanted to help you out, help you accomplish your daily task, and be givers in the feeding the homeless and dispatching out the essentials, how do they get in contact with you?
Y'all can call me at 323-392-6394. Luther King Jr., y'all come on out. Chico was a bless. Chico always blessed
Come
me.
on over here, Chico.
Chico blessed me with a game of clothes. That man blessed
Let's get Chico in this for a picture,
Tony,
man. We're talking about We're talking about feeding the homeless and making sure our people have what they need, the essentials, man. How important is that, Chico?
It's very important. You know, I've been doing it for 27 years, giving back, just trying to help the community. You know, gang prevention, everything. That's what I do.
And you also come out the tribal community. I mean, here in Compton, I mean, you grew up over in Corner Pocket. You know what I mean? But none of this stops us from being better people. You know what I mean? Going out and seeing what's wrong and trying to correct it.
Oh, no question, man. Now I have a production company. I got a few movies that I'm doing. I got some movies coming out, feature films. I got a documentary coming out. I got a TV show coming out with Netflix and HBO. So I didn't let the hood stop me from doing what I had to do. I come back to the community every day because my mother still lives in Compton. So I'm from Compton, so I'm here every day.
So just so the people can understand, Chico, can you give them a brief description of what you came through and how you had to and where you arrive at now? Can you just tap on that a little bit?
Yeah, I'm from Pocket. I've been born and raised in Corner Pocket on North Street. You know, I did the whole gangbanging thing. I got convicted selling drugs with Freeway Rick. I went to jail with the CIA about the CIA stuff. And
that's a Contras.
Yeah, that's the Contras. The whole thing they talk about, you know, the shit they watch on TV on FX. Snowfall. That's about me and Rick. The whole story. So you know, I come through that to have my own corporation, like doing my own movie.
That's amazing, Chico.
Yeah. So, you know, I ain't let none of this stop, you know, and I continue to have a bunch of NBA players that's in the league. I got kids that's in college. You know, I opened up 3 youth centers since I've been home. Not one, I opened up 3.
That's a big one down on Central.
One on Central and Washington, one in LA and one in Compton. So
how does it make you feel now that you see that what the problem is with your city and now you're able to help out and contribute? How did that make you feel now? Because prior we was all in a negative space, right?
It was in a negative place. We tried to turn it around, which, you know, we started Compton Empower, which was a great thing, but it didn't work because of political reasons. You know, with all the political stuff stopping us from advancing what we could have did. Now you notice all the gang violence back in the city. But as you see, like, man, we continue to get along, man. Like, from every neighborhood, that's every neighborhood around here. So it's like, you know.
Right, because we got front hoods out here. We probably got Mona Parks out here. Pocket Hood. I'm from Santana, you know what I mean? So, you know, there's a lot of love and unity over here. And I talk about how important it is that we build relationships, establish rapport, and just build on that continuance, man. But Chico, man, what's amazing about all this, man, all that you and Rick had to endure, all you guys had to go through, still you guys still are standing strong. You came back to the community, still willing to help, still willing to build. And you started from, you know what I mean? Because you was up here. I'm talking about that elevation was up there, man, and they brought you back down here, but still you was able to rebound, bounce back, and still make a lane for yourself.
Man, Rick, one of his fighters fight in Atlanta. I think it's on ESPN, HBO. So you're talking about Freeway come home, he get into the boxing game. So he got a boxer that's fighting, that's 4-0 right now, probably be 5-0 after tonight. So you got a heavyweight fighter. He's doing his thing. I got into the movie production company through Penny Marshall and Mark Wahlberg. And so I'm doing I almost have a production deal with Netflix. It's you know, I got series, I got TV shows that's doing it. Like, you know, it didn't come from like me asking for somebody to help. I just got out there and started doing it.
And you also was able to plug the Professor Billy Mail up with our partner, man, Big Court, man. I appreciate that.
Ain't no question. They reached out and like, man, this is who you need to talk to, man. That's what we do. Like,
shout out to Big Court, man.
Court doing his thing. You know, Master P is my man. We do
right.
As a matter of fact, Master P is executive producer and the producer of one of my TV shows. Him and Mark Wahlberg.
Okay, got it.
Tiffany Haddish has just signed up to do one of my TV shows with me as well. Tiffany Haddish, Mark Wahlberg is producer of a movie that I'm doing. So, you know, it don't stop, man.
So if somebody wants to donate to you as well to help do what you continue to do, feed the homeless and provide jobs for the guys that are out here that don't have jobs, how would they donate? Or do you have a setup?
I have a setup. I don't know the information, but Chico Brown 49 at gmail.com.
There it is there, man.
Chico.gmail.com.
There it is. Big Boo.
Man, but he a blessing to you. I'm telling
Man,
you.
absolutely he a blessing, man.
Tone, his dad gave me a lot of clothes too. I'm just Harold. I mean, these folks be blessing me. Folks call me. Folks I don't even know, sending me money, heart to heart. I got folks coming from Milwaukee.
What about pastors? You got any pastors working with you?
Pastor Rayford Owens, my father, Central Baptist Church, Dr. Luke B. Keith, all his members.
Rayford, he's a police officer.
Yeah, his church was. I wanted him one day to visit his church just to visit. He told me to stand up because a minister gonna check his flocks out. I'm in the back, scooting down. He asked me to stand up. He said, "Boo, do more than me. I'm a deputy sheriff." That man would say, told two of his ushers, "Go back to the church, go back at the door, get the box. I want every member to put $1 in." Man, I walked out of there. I didn't come. I come to worship the service with him. Man, he raised $800. This is for you, boo. I'm like, Pastor, I know I come to visit. That's Rayford Owens. He blessed me. His deacons went back in the church. Man, he blessed me. I just come to visit, see my cousin him, and just go over there. I knew everybody in this church.
Man, that's a blessing in itself to see, because when we think of sheriffs, man, we don't necessarily hold them in a good space or place because of all the history of them and the brutality of the sheriff department against black people, because they've been known to have gangs and in order to stay within the sheriff department, man. So how do black people trust them,
This brother right here, when he used to work on the youth center on 120th, he used to let me go in and lift weights early. We talked about 20 years ago. Right there on 120th Vermont. Then when he got up to the Compton, still, this brother's good. Pastor Rayford Owens.
Hey, Big Boo, man, it's been really, really good speaking with you today. It was good that I caught you over here with all these loved ones over here, man. I appreciate you jumping on the camera, man. You know how we do, man. Professor Melly Mail, the Hood Post, man. You know that vibe. We got Big Boo. Big Boo, tell them where they can find you again.
You can find me in Compton, Watts, Inglewood, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays at my daddy's church. You can catch me in the hood. You're going to find me somewhere. You won't find me downtown on Skid Row in the morning. At night, I go twice a day, 7 days a week.
Get that social media, too.
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. You can't miss me. You're going to see the picture of me and the greatest fighter of all time, Muhammad Ali. You're going to see us face to face like this. Hit me up. Bless me. God is good all the time.
All the time. Professor Melly Mail, the Hood Post, man. You know that vibe, and we are out.